And we are back. We are back here to talk sports weekly. Dev in the building, Diamond K in the building. What kind of mood you in, man?
Quite somber. Quite
Yeah.
somber. These goddamn Ravens, man. These goddamn Ravens. Once you think you got them figured out, they're gonna start putting it together. They finally got to come from behind win against a rather solid team, and they lay an egg against a team that we should have beat. That we beat the fool out of last year when they had the best defense in the league and they still had the best quarterback in the league. And now I don't know, man. We got leveled up on again, man. Same thing happened against us with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We got leveled up on. They showed us a different level on this coach and shit, and that's what happened. Hit the
So
fan.
so that, so that's what it comes down to. You think it comes down to coaching?
I think so. I mean we've seen this story for what? John's been here 10 plus years now, right? 10,
Yeah.
12 years. Um Sometimes we get lucky and and skill, beats talent, but most of the time we have the lesser talent, and I don't know. I guess he thinks being a great motivator is what gets us over the hump. But sometimes you gotta have some scheme in there, and we get out schemed on a regular basis at this point.
Yeah. There were some pivotal things that happened in yesterday's game. Of course, we talking about the Baltimore Ravens versus the Patriots game, and that being a game that the Ravens should have won on paper. On paper, the Ravens should have won that game, but it definitely went another way. On paper, Ravens should have been victorious.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Yeah, I mean, as far as like, you know, Cam didn't, he didn't look amazing, but he didn't make mistakes either. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We got out coached and they played more disciplined ball than we did.
yeah, yeah. They now the Patriots 4-5, Ravens
New
six
life.
and three.
They got new life. They got a whole new reason to be out here fighting for playoff contention. They may be behind behind the Dolphins and the Bills over there, but Bills just lost. Opens up a window of opportunity for the New England Patriots.
Um, I mean, at the end of the day, we are mistake prone. We are injury prone.
Yeah, we prone to be prone at this point. Yeah, man. It's a
Uh,
lot.
this, are we at the defining point of the season? Are we really at the point where it's going to decide
This
which
is
way
the
it goes?
halfway mark. This is usually when Harbaugh, prefaced it last week by saying, this is when our real season start, and shit ain't looking too good. Those dreams of 12-4 aren't looking as strong as they once were.
Yeah,
Um, this is a game, in my opinion, that we definitely needed to have to establish some sort of dominance. Going towards, a playoff push. But I mean, of course, there's still an opportunity. We got the Steelers coming up on Thanksgiving. But to me, this looks like a 10-6 season at tops. That we look like a 10-16. That's what we look like.
yeah, yeah. And like you said, that could go any way. At this point, talking about some of these other games from this week, the Colts defeated the Titans,
I
who
told you them Titans was fool's gold. We going. This is the
yeah,
fool's gold game coming up. I told
yeah,
you. They
yeah,
phony. We phony. We gonna see who the real phony
who the
team,
phony is.
who the phoniest team is in 2020. Who the fool's goldiest.
Also, yesterday, Cleveland knocking off the Texans, edging them out 10-6, 10-7,
Yeah,
victory there.
yeah. Nick Chubb coming back and ruining people's parlays. If you had the Browns -4, +4, you might have been very disappointed in that game because he had an opportunity to make that game 14-7, and he ran out of bounds so they could take
Yeah,
a knee. and 10-7. I mean, so that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, yeah,
It hurts.
um, yeah.
Yeah.
Another interesting. It's very rare that I use the word interesting and the Washington football team in the same sentence.
Right.
But the Detroit Lions Washington game I thought was entertaining.
I mean, yeah, because we had to watch it. I mean, that's all that was in our network.
Right.
It was like nothing being in the cupboards and like oh you got a saltine crackers in there. So them saltine crackers are delicious because there's nothing else to eat in the house. And you know, when they force you to watch the football team versus and you know, Alex Smith did show up and show out. It was what a career high in passing yards for him.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, you did.
and you know, and I always felt like Matt Stafford was overlooked. So it was nice, you know, to actually see, you know, what that side of the world looks like as far as football instead of just highlights. You know, I always had an appreciation for Matt Stafford. So it was cool to see it, but I much rather would have watched that what other game was in that network that day on Sunday that should that what was that Cardinals
Bills
yeah, Cardinals Bills game. I wish that was in the network instead of making us watch, you know,
highlight.
the highlights. Right. That shit was amazing.
I think that's a great thing to come to. It came down to the wire on that one.
Yeah.
Uh, and so Cardinals victorious over the Bills. What are your thoughts on what you were able to see from that game?
From what I'm able to see, Kyler Murray, that Kyler Murray Lamar Jackson comparison is getting easier and easier to make. That you know, seeing to pop up, you know, over a couple of you know, over the past couple of weeks or so.
Yeah,
Um, it just seems, yeah. I mean, but the boy's been balling. I mean, it's really nothing else I can say or you know argue about it. He's just he's doing it. He's taking the league by storm the same way Lamar did last season. And when you have DeAndre Hopkins to throw to, I mean, it makes your world a lot easier, you know. And your second option being, you know, Larry Fitzgerald, one of the greatest receivers, you know, to ever grace the league. So, you know, the boy's going to keep making that's not going to be the last time he makes a play like that. Trust and believe.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Tampa Bay defeating the Panthers 46-23 yesterday. Tampa Bay. What are your thoughts on that game?
Well, what did you expect Tom to do after only putting up 3 points last week? You thought he would come out and put up 15? No, this is exactly what I expected a team led by Tom Brady to do and how they respond. Yes, yes, and it might be more like that for the rest of the season. Like I
Yeah,
said, I would be worried
came
about
out with a chip on his shoulder.
goddamn right. Y'all must have
Uh,
forgot.
yeah, y'all must have forgot.
That's right.
The Giants of New York defeating the Eagles 27-17. Isn't the Giants one of your teams? Oh no, that's the Knicks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's the Knicks. My bad.
Yeah, like that's any better, right? Shit, nobody's getting Chris Paul. God damn it.
What are your thoughts on that game?
um, God, Danny Dimes held him to the ball this damn time. He definitely did that. That 40-yard run was actually quite graceful. Other than that, Eagles suck, Giants suck. Like that's
Pretty
really
much.
all there is to it. You know, it's a, you know, a basement brawl. You know how they do. NFC East. Yeah.
Green Bay over the Jaguars 24-20.
A lot closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah,
A lot closer. You know, but winners win and losers, you know, ultimately find a way to lose. So, you know, more power to Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, what they got going on over there. Could you imagine if they added Will Fuller to that team?
yeah, yeah. Dolphins defeating the Chargers 29-21.
Tua moving up them power rankings. That's what he should be doing. He looks like, well, you know, he looks like the hype is what it was. He looks like he was worth that, you know, that fifth overall pick. It is. I mean, it is what it is, man. He balling. He's balling and he's balling. But he beat Kyler Murray. He beat Justin Herbert now. He beat Jared Goff. Who's next on the list? Who's next? Who is next?
Speaking of next, the Raiders defeating the Broncos 37-12.
Man, Broncos suck. I was trying to get deep for you. Drew Lock ain't it. They got a couple receivers over there I like for Madden play.
Mhm.
But other than that, man, I'm not interested. That defense is missing Von Miller. One of their best presences on the defensive line. Derek Wolfe is now a Raven. So I'm not really impressed with the Denver Broncos, and they should be vying for one of those top picks in the draft next season.
Yeah. We have the Ravens fan you love to hate on, and
Yeah.
I would be remiss if we did not revisit the Ravens loss yesterday. Dean, me and Dave already covered it, but I think that it cannot be talked about enough. What happened yesterday to the Ravens?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You tell me what happened. Please explain to me what's going on, because I gave my opinion on the team last week. I don't know if it was the execution or the coaching, but it wasn't Lamar this weekend. I just want to clear that up. It definitely wasn't Lamar.
So throwing interceptions is not on Lamar?
That's on Lamar.
Not everything. Look, I'm just saying it wasn't 3 turnovers by Lamar like it was last time. And you telling me that the defense didn't get moved around by the Patriots play? Like, somebody else, the whole team needs to step up.
Well, okay. Well, we talked about that too. We are decimated by injuries. We are expecting guys who are not on contract to be, major factors, to be major factors. So yes, we're missing Brandon Williams, we're missing Calais Campbell up the middle. So all that running he was doing would have been dead. LJ Fort missing. A lot of that run action would have been dead. I don't even believe Shorty has the game he has if we got all our cornerbacks available to us.
I agree with you on that. The injuries definitely are showing. I don't know who's going to be back for next weekend. I still feel like the execution as a whole, as a team, is an issue. So I don't know if we're coming into the games as prepared as we need to be. But I'm still going to go back to that. Coaching can make a difference.
Oh, I believe that we were severely outcoached once again.
So were we outcoached in the Pittsburgh game as well?
Yeah. No, we weren't really outcoached in the Pittsburgh game, as far as we were more so Lamar let us down. Like, so
those turnovers definitely made a difference, but I know there was a little fuss for the last week about Lamar saying they know our plays, and some people said it wasn't a big deal, and it was a big deal. But we are literally coming out doing the exact same thing in the exact same situations on 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. It is overly too predictable on what's going on with the Ravens.
Yeah. I could agree with that. But I mean, once again, when you don't have the personnel out there to actually protect your quarterback, I mean, what can you really expect as far as timing and execution goes when your center can't even snap the ball properly?
Yeah.
Any moment you get your center is throwing the ball, every which way. And I'm not, and honestly, I feel like we had the game in spite of all of those. If Lamar does not throw that wild ass interception, he doesn't throw that wild ass interception. We're talking about a different game, but it is what it is. He threw it, so this blame goes on him as well.
Fair enough.
Even with all of that the vanilla of the play calling or whatever you want to call it, The execution was there. We were getting in the end zone, and it's of course too late to play catch up with a minute left in monsoon conditions, and expect Joe to pull off a score then when you should have got it back then.
Yeah,
shouldn't have been in that situation.
Fair enough.
Do you believe that we should go for it on 4th and 2?
Without a question. Without question. With that,
I'm kind of with Dev on this one.
In the way we run the ball, yes.
Yeah, I'm with Dev on that.
All right. Well, that did not happen yesterday.
Well, hold on. Which way you talking about? We kicked it.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, it was a lot of game left. And
yeah.
We should have kicked that one. But
you think we should have kicked that one?
No, I think John made the right decision in that sense. Because that put us at 10-13? Well, that put us at 10-7.
Was it 10-7?
Yeah.
Well, no, was it 10-13?
I want to say that was third quarter though.
Third quarter we kicked the field goal. I'm not sure. I remember the 4th and 2, and I remember us kicking the field goal, and I remember agreeing with the decision to kick a field goal there. We should have. I wasn't mad at that decision at all. The only thing that I can really attribute to the loss of this game was the interception.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like that ball has to be thrown to the back of the end zone where only Hollywood can go and get it. It has to be a foot race, and he threw it like Hollywood was 6'4" and 270. Like he was going to
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, that's what he threw it like he had D-Hop. That's how he threw it.
We don't have a player like that on the team.
Not throwing it like that. He ain't gonna get that one.
No. I questioned the play before the second half, before the end of the first half, throwing the ball deep down the field instead of trying to push for maybe about 10 more. Was it? Nope. I'm sorry. That wasn't the second half, was it? Yeah, definitely need to make some changes and hopefully make some adjustments.
Yeah. Speaking of changes, I don't know what's going on in Seattle. I don't know what's going on over there. Rams over Seattle, 23-16. Can somebody explain what's happening?
They have to outscore teams. Their defense is not quite as it's been for the last couple of years. I'm not saying they don't have good defensive players on there. It's just not what we're accustomed to, maybe what even the Seahawks are accustomed to. And they have to blow teams up.
Sounds just like what I said last week. They're cool on offense, but it's just my man Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, and some dudes.
Some dudes?
Yeah, that's what it feels like right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm with Dev. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing a lot with you tonight, Dev. But yeah, it's Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams and some guys.
So Steelers defeat the Bengals. No surprise they're going to defeat the Bengals 36-10. And Steelers fans online are almost more obnoxious than Cowboys fans when they winning.
Well, you got that long tradition of winning, a lot of those championships. I guess that's what they feed into. I think it's just we have such a big rivalry with them. It comes in deeper when they like to talk to the Ravens fans. But they're doing what they're supposed to do right now. They're executing. They're being prepared. Hardly any turnovers. I thought maybe because it was a Bengals game. I know the Bengals are the Bengals, but I thought maybe just being a divisional rivalry, they would have been a little bit stronger in that showing. But they are, as Dev says, they are who we think they are.
Yeah, Bengals going Bengal. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, it looks like the Titans is going to Titan.
Yeah.
So
hopefully Ravens don't Raven. If that don't happen, we might win the damn game. Yeah, man, I didn't expect the Steelers to do anything but win against the Bengals. They, are still trying to figure out. They just throwing Joe Burrow out there. He gonna get him up. He gonna get him up. He gonna get his cuts up there. But I didn't expect much as far as a victory coming from this game. That one kind of played out the way I thought it would. Smooth ass whooping.
The Saints over the 49ers. And I guess the main concern is Drew Brees, 27-13. Thoughts on that game?
Apparently Drew Brees almost lost in his goddamn life. So let's go get some Breeze Strong wristbands out here. Fucking broken ribs and a punctured lung. Like, you even need Tyrell Taylor's doctors for that shit. That's crazy. I just hope he gets his hope he gets back soon. But it's Jameis time. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can.
There we go. There we go. I mean, because Jameis was very happy when his team beat the Buccaneers. So let's see. Yeah, let's see what's up.
Yeah. And tonight, in a few minutes, we're gonna have the Bears and the Vikings. What are your predictions on that?
Go ahead, Dev. Give me a second here.
Hold up, because I saw a stat that startled me earlier, and I need y'all to know that this is getting ready to happen. Okay.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins is 0-8 in primetime games. The streak ends tonight, baby. The streak ends tonight. On the back of Dalvin Cook. I'm telling you, we're going to get Adam Thielen out there showing off. Kirk Cousins against a divisional rival. I'm not concerned about Kyle Rudolph. What I'm concerned about is Thielen.
Got you.
And Dalvin Cook doing his thing.
And Thielen is healthy, right? Thielen is healthy.
I don't even know. Honestly, this is really about Dalvin Cook. I just wanted to mention Dalvin Cook. That's
got you.
200 yards. The game plan all night is away from Khalil Mack. That's the whole game plan. Away from Khalil Mack.
Yeah, if the Vikings are successful with Dalvin Cook running the ball, I do believe it's the Vikings game.
And out of anything being successful in this game, one thing is going to be successful.
Dalvin Cook. Gotcha.
All right, couple more things that we need to hit before we get off of NFL talk. Are the Ravens going to be victorious on Sunday against Tennessee? Start with you, Dev.
Yes, and if they don't, they should burn in hell. Honestly, that's what I'm at. Two different hells, Baltimore. If you can't beat the Tennessee Titans, beat them. Yes, we win.
Dean, what do you think about this?
I would like to believe most of our players are back in time, and yeah, I'm with Dev. We are going to beat the Titans.
And if we don't,
Derrick Henry 175. Derrick Henry 175.
Say that again.
If Derrick Henry does anything over 175, it's cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
So, all right. So be on the lookout for that.
There you go. No holidays.
Okay.
No holidays.
All right. So real quick, trade season has begun.
Yes.
In the NBA. And we got several things we need to touch on before we get out of here. I want to actually start with the Phoenix Suns agreeing, I guess, in principle, theory.
This is exactly what they wanted, Diamond. Nobody has ever said starting with the Phoenix Suns. Sports debate ever. Nobody has ever said starting with the Phoenix
I'm sure the Phoenix Suns said it.
Outside of that area. Outside of Arizona, nobody has ever said
Chris Paul. Is this what's going on here?
Huge trade, man. I didn't know where Chris Paul was going to end up landing. I knew that OKC wasn't about to pay the $5 no more. That guy's about to make what, 36, $37 million.
Yeah.
So I honestly and truly don't think that Phoenix is done dealing. I've given you the one about the light skin triad that is trying to build in Minnesota. Please be on the lookout for that. But for all intents and purposes, Book got some help. Book finally got some help. He got some real help. Now they did ship out Oubre and Ty Jerome. There's one more guy I believe in there, and Ricky Rubio is in there, and a 2022 draft pick. So they definitely got a lot. The Oklahoma City Thunder have loaded up on draft picks. I mean, they're gonna be able to ship a new team in there every year if they want, especially with talent wise. They might be able to bundle some stuff up, to get their superstar, a la the way Houston did, to acquire James Harden. But OKC is definitely have the lion's share of the next draft picks from here to 2024. So that's something you can look out for. The building of OKC. But as far as Chris Paul playing for the Suns, you've got a reliable point guard, you've got a dangerous perimeter player, and you've got a great inside presence with DeAndre Ayton. So I'm saying at least six-ish seed, where OKC was this season, if Booker stays.
Dean, you got any thoughts on this?
I didn't see Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul, but yes, the Thunder definitely had to make a move. I'm really interested in what they're going to do with all these draft picks, like Dev keeps talking about. There's definitely still a possibility of other teams, from the Clippers to the Rockets and even the Lakers, making some trade in the next couple of days.
I said, even the Thunder obviously gutting because they sent Schroeder over to Los Angeles.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. So next on my list, and another. I'm gonna say I don't, maybe not surprised. Let's talk James Harden.
This guy, James Harden. He saw what KD did, and he's like, "Look, I'm tired of doing it by myself. I'm tired of getting maximum blame and having to give up all the effort. Lose, it's my fault. When we win, we like to big up Russell Westbrook and Eric Gordon. So you know what? I'm out of here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's a mess waiting to happen. But
Okay, so James Harden goes to the Brooklyn Nets. You don't like that?
Nah, man, that's whack. I don't think Harden belongs anywhere near the Brooklyn Nets. Not at all. I don't like it. No, I just don't. I don't think it. Like, not even for 2K purposes. Like, I don't even. That's whack to me. That's a whack fit. I don't think they fit. I think those are all three guys who would deserve their own team. Honestly, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, Dean, any thoughts on that?
I'm having a little situation right now with the volume.
Okay.
So I didn't catch exactly what was your last question there.
He's disenchanted and disappointed with James Harden, and he feels as though he needs to stay the hell out of New York.
I would, as a New York fan, I would not want James Harden. Seems like James Harden is just, I don't know, personally, I feel like James Harden is a one-man type of show. Maybe he does different things and is asking for different things, but I feel like
he can only get but so far like that.
Say it again?
You can only get but so far like that.
Yes, you can only get but so far like that, and you can put up 60 or 50 points a night, but then when you get down to the playoffs, you need a team. You need team and coaching. I don't know if he's going to wind up in Philly, but if his mode doesn't change, I think this is what we're going to get. This is it. Great during the season, beautiful stats, and then we just fade out in the playoffs.
I've heard of a guy like that. Don't get me started. Lamar Jackson, man. That's what it's coming down to, yeah. The football James Harden, yeah. Killing during the regular season, and here come the playoffs, and get shaky, baby. Get real shaky. You know what? Maybe this is what James Harden needs. I'm telling you, man. Like, it might be the change of scenery. These guys have big enough names for him to hide behind. I don't know, man. I just don't like it. It seems like any and everybody that they tried to get with James Harden, it's turned out, some shit, for lack of a better term. So maybe it's time to move on from him as a franchise player at this point. He needs to go back into his third option role. Go back there.
All right. So fresh off this championship in his first season with the Lakers, Anthony Davis is trying to get paid. Okay. I don't see it. I don't see it as anything other than he's trying to get paid. And I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve a longer deal. So he's not picking up the final year on this $28.7 million deal. And he's doing what he's supposed to do, right? Is that right?
Business wise, this is exactly what he should be doing. He should definitely be maximizing his dollars. And LeBron's only going to be there but for so long. So, I want to make sure I'm secure, and my whatever you're doing with LeBron isn't a hitch to that. I need my own, individual deal, individual stakes. Make sure, that I'm your future plan and not, just for right now to be a sidekick.
So LeBron is under contract until next season, or the end of this coming season.
Right. 4 years.
What's LeBron gonna do after that? Nothing, right?
Yeah, he probably do a 1-and-1.
Okay.
Probably sign a 2-year deal where, 1 year on and then a play option on the end, and they'll renegotiate. Or if he's feeling like he's going to retire, they'll do some 1-year deals. But it'll definitely trust. Whatever LeBron does, he'll be in full control of it.
I agree with Dev on that. I feel like from this point on, we're just going to see 1-year deals until he decides it's either the end of the road or something else like that.
So is he going to finish his career off in LA Lakers?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, this is home. He's making movies. If we're not seeing him or are seeing him, he's making them. He's in Tinseltown.
All right. Well, what else sticks out to you guys, NBA wise?
I'm interested in this Russell Westbrook, Paul George trade that may be happening. End up sending Russell Westbrook to Clippers while they get back. Well, no, sending Robert Covington and Russell Westbrook, and along with a first-round draft pick, and getting back Paul George, which is weird to me because Russ averaged 27, 7, and 7, and Paul George averaged like 21, 5, and 6. But change of scenery. We'll see.
I'm still interested in what's going to take place on draft night, where some of these college players are going to come out and how they're able to work into their new teams. That Russell Paul George situation is definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will work out for either team down the road, but it's definitely interesting. But Dev called a lot of movement out last week between these teams, and I definitely want to see how this all shakes out because people are trying to get their chip. Definitely trying to get their chip.
Yes, sir.
Fair. So we got draft to look forward to, and that's definitely going to be interesting. and I'm definitely going to be tuned into that. Did anybody get a chance to see Terrence Crawford put the smash
Beats.
on
Beats
Kell
on Kell
Brook?
Brook. Yeah, it beat the hell out of Kell.
Yeah, Kell Brook. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kell Brook. It fourth round. Did you think that the fight was gonna go any other way?
No, honestly and truly, no, I didn't. Keep it a buck. I actually fell asleep on it, but I ended up waking up and catching the replay or whatever. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance.
Well, that's something sort of like Brook did. You
Yeah,
fell
right.
asleep.
He fell asleep on his damn feet twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, ain't nobody fucking with Terrence Crawford, man.
Nah, he's a man.
Yeah, stay out of that danger zone, everybody, for a long time.
Last thing, Tyson Jones coming up on the 28th. Y'all thought it wasn't going to happen. Y'all must have forgot. Who is going to be victorious in this?
Put some. I want them to put together some Roy Jones package clips now. Show his appreciation now, because this man might die. All right.
What? What?
Only doing like, what is it, like only body shots or some shit they doing? There's no headshots in the fight or something like that.
mean, it doesn't matter how they do it.
Like leave the ring bleeding eternally. Like Roy, like what is Roy doing, yo? Like what is Roy doing for real? So put it together now. Put together your Roy Jones appreciation highlight packages, because this might be it for Chief. All right, this might be it.
Now see, I disagree. All right, so people in politics do this thing called lowering expectations. So that way, you know, if you lower the expectations when they produce normally, it seems like they did something spectacular. And everybody has lowered the expectations of Roy Jones.
See, yeah, Diamond, that kind of BS works in politics. That don't
Right.
work in fight. They don't work in fighting though, because you still got to fight. So the expectations.
Yeah,
can be
but
low.
if Mike Tyson, okay, so did anybody on this call see Rocky 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one with Mr. T. Okay.
Yes. Clubber
Now,
Lang.
yes, Clubber Lang's my favorite Rocky movie. I love that movie.
Mhm.
If Mike Tyson tires himself out, Roy Jones wins.
How? Ain't Roy older than Mike?
Yes.
Okay, so who gonna get tired first? Who look like they in better shape?
Okay, who's gonna be swinging the? I mean, you remember Rope-a-Dope, George Foreman? Who gonna be swinging those punches? Mike Tyson, and he can only do it for about the first round.
Mike
And
don't
if he
throw
doesn't
wild,
put him away,
Mike don't throw wild punches, Diamond. He's one of the most technical
Yeah.
boxers of all time. You think he gonna go out there and waste energy?
yes,
Oh,
actually I
Roy
do.
Jones,
Yes,
yeah.
actually I do.
No, I don't think he's a George Foreman type of puncher.
Ain't
I
no
think he was.
brawler.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mike
I don't
Tyson,
know at this age what he's
a
like, but he was
technical-
never like George. But
He's
I just
smarter.
feel like a couple of punches
He's
from Mike,
smart. Yeah, he's smart.
we're gonna find out what Roy is really made of.
Well,
Right.
Roy has a glass jaw. His only
That's the
option
problem.
is to avoid it. Roy Jones hid his glass jaw from everybody for so long because of his ability to evade getting hit.
Right.
Similar
right.
to Floyd Mayweather, except Floyd Mayweather doesn't have a glass jaw. But Floyd Mayweather doesn't like to get hit and avoided punches.
Mike
So he's
Mike is a smart fighter.
He
So
is.
I
He
think
is. He is.
I think he knows exactly what he's dealing with Roy. It's just I don't know if everybody realizes how much power Mike still has left.
Yeah.
So them fucking YouTube videos showed it. Like, I don't know what the guy's thinking. Like, I wouldn't go into that ring without a gun. Like, that shit is dumb.
And I'm sorry, I misspoke. Jones is 51, Tyson's 54.
Oh, okay, so Roy, Mike is a little older. Okay.
I
think Mike's
all right. So it seems like I'm the only person saying that Roy Jones is going to win. Everybody else is saying Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Roy. I love Roy, but
Yeah.
You related to Roy some kind of way? Like, what are you thinking about?
No.
You in business
No.
with this man?
No, not at all.
Yo,
Not at all.
this is Radio on Fire, sponsored by Roy Jones.
Let me. This is not sports related, but I wanted to end on this note and get y'all thoughts on Gucci Mane versus Young Jeezy. Who wins that?
We do.
Yes, the fans. I agree.
We
I
do. This is what we've been waiting for, right?
Okay, we absolutely. I can't call it.
I can't believe it's happening still. Like it still feels like a dream. Like
It does.
I don't like if you seriously understand the history of Gucci Mane and Jeezy. How was this happening? I just
Well, I mean, we saw Jay-Z and Nas getting business together, so I guess anything is possible except for this beat was way
Diamond,
more crazy.
people died. People
Okay,
died.
so is this like Biggie and Pac almost getting together?
Almost. Yeah. Like niggas died and he made songs about it. He made a whole rap verse about it.
That's
about
true.
And that's not a mixtape song either. Like he can really play that one.
Right.
He can really play that one.
I'm looking forward to this. Like I know we get a little upset sometimes with Christmas getting a showing before Thanksgiving, maybe, but it's like Christmas in November.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to be fun. I hope they're doing it from different studios. How about that? I hope it's being done from different studios.
I actually hope that it's in the same studio.
Nah, because
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
hope that it's in the same studio because my thing is that we're going to do it. We might as well do it all the way. They both in Atlanta, so why not?
Wow,
It don't make no sense.
this is big.
Now, you know if they in the same studio, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, they probably.
I just don't want it to be uncomfortable, though.
If it's good, they're going to do it. It better be uncomfortable.
I don't want it to be uncomfortable.
I think it won't be. I think they're going to rise to the occasion.
Because initially Gucci said no.
Right. That's why he was battling T.I.
Hey, but Monica was taking a long time to get on board.
She said no too. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but Swizz Beats is
Must show the projections on that stream of music after that.
yeah. He talked to business with him. He was like, look, this makes more sense. I'm telling you. They're not doing no shows right now. Why not
Right.
play your favorite songs by yourself and tell us some stories? But Gucci is unpredictable though. And the thing about Gucci, people think that Gucci is all reformed, and he is to a certain degree, but certain subjects, the old Gucci comes out when you get on certain subjects.
The subject of cloning. Is that a
Yeah.
subject? How about that? Is that a subject? Because we talked around it for a while. Yeah.
Okay, he's talked about that. He thinks it's funny. Okay, Gucci Mane is not cloned. Okay.
That's exactly what a clone would say, Diamond. That's exactly what a clone would say. I think it's funny that you guys think I'm clone. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Of all the people in the world to clone, why would they clone Gucci? Why? You gonna clone Gucci?
That's right.
They gonna waste all those stem cells and petri dishes on Gucci Mane? Why?
You want to hide knowledge from a nigga you put in the book. You want to hide clones from niggas. You clone Gucci Mane. That's what you do.
All right. Well, I don't.
Proverb. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I don't have any comeback from that. How can people stay in touch with you, Dan?
You can find me in these streets, woke as shit. That's what you can find. That's why you can find me.
In these streets.
Like look in the eyes. The different eyes for the new Gucci Mane. That's how you figure it out. All right.
D, how can people stay in touch with you?
You can find me, Max, with the mask on in these streets too. Yeah. Just right in them eyes. I'll be right there with you.
Watch.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, fellas. It's been hilarious. But we're going to talk next week, and I think that we're going to be talking on the heels of a Ravens victory. Although it's not going to be too much to celebrate beating Tennessee, but
But Let's just get back. Let's just get back.
Right. Exactly. All right. So we'll be back next week. Thanks, fellas.
All right. Thank you.
All right.